Okay, so we're here now at Family Day today and graduation tomorrow. These are the days that the soldiers worked so hard to see. And again, not all made it. Basic combat training, we push their minds and bodies to a higher height, different limits. So we get ready to celebrate. It all depends on you whether you want to see your soldiers or not. Cool? We have given them a deeper respect for themselves and for those around them. Okay? So today, Family Day, tomorrow, Graduation Day, you'll be allowed to visit with your soldier. For the very first time, you will see that transformation process of how we have changed them from being a civilian to now a soldier. So are you ready to see your soldier? Yeah! Everyone? Yeah! All right. But before I can release them to you, I must cover some rules.
Come on now.
Before we get to the rules, I want to warn you about some things that you may see or hear. You will hear your soldiers say "whoa" a lot. And you can be like, what the heck is "whoa"? It means just about anything. Mainly yes. Because just ask them, hey, do you want to go to Burger King? They're going to say, "whoa." So you can talk back to them and say, "whoa." You're going to see a big change in your soldiers. Let me give you an example. Imagine you taking your car to the dealership. And you have some issues with your car. And you tell the mechanics that, I want you to look over my car from front bumper to rear. I want you to find all the issues and I want you to fix them. And I don't care how much it costs, but I want you to identify and fix those problems. Well, think of basic training in that same situation. The car is the soldiers. The dealership is the Army. The mechanics are the drill sergeants. So, you sent your soldier, the car, to us, the dealership, the Army. The mechanics looked over the soldiers, the car, and they fixed all the problems. Now, when you go back to the dealership, they will go over the list of items that they found wrong, and they'll tell you how much it costs, and you'll be gladly to pay them when you pick up your car. Well, here, you don't have to pay us anything. We did it. Right. So you don't have to pay us for our work. That's our job to identify and fix the problem with the car, the soldiers. Now, some of the problems that we found, just like a dealership, some are minor, others were major. So we're going to talk about some of those problems. The first one, again, a minor problem. You're going to hear them say "who" a lot, so now we're explaining it to you. So just go with the flow and say "who." Who. And if you agree to some of these problems that we have found and fixed, I want to hear a loud "who." This is your opportunity to say it now. Who. All right, some of your soldiers have now lost weight.
No, they're going to come out.
Some have gained muscle mass. Okay, so those are minor problems. Here are some of the major problems that we notice. The rolling of the eyes. We identify those problems. And my drill sergeant, the mechanics have fixed those problems. The talking back. All right. The disrespect. We found those problems, and somehow we fixed those problems. The sagging of the pants. Again, we found those problems, and trust me, we fixed those problems. sagging of pants. There were some that came with all kinds of, I wouldn't say crazy hairstyle, but we fixed that also.
Sorry.
But most of all, you will be surprised that your soldiers, they do know how to say thank you, please, and may I. So, let's cover the rules right quick. You must adhere, obey, and understand these rules in order for your soldiers to graduate, because it's not over yet. All right, the first rule today, Family Day. Your soldier must stay on post. Do not follow that blue line back out the gate with your soldier. They must stay on post and they must stay in uniform today. Soldiers are not allowed to drive a vehicle or motorcycle or tractor, wherever you may have. They're not allowed to drive any of that. No alcohol. They are not allowed to drink. No tobacco products. They are not allowed to smoke, chew, dip, none of it. Soldier must return back to the barracks by 2030. Let me break that down for you. 8:30 p.m. Not en route, but they must be back at the barracks by 8:30 p.m. And for you, I ask that you obey the speed limit signs here on post, because we don't want you to get a ticket. Obey the signs where they say do not park, because we don't want you to get a ticket, nor ruin the grass. Tomorrow, the rules for graduation, basically the same as today, but there are a few exceptions. The first one, you will be allowed to take your soldiers off post. Tomorrow. Again, they must stay in uniform. They cannot drive any vehicles, motorcycles. No alcohol. No tobacco products. They must be back to the barracks by 20:30 hours, 8:30 p.m. And again, I ask that you obey the posted rules off post as well. Now, for those of you that are taking your family member onto the AIT, east of the Mississippi, you need to link up with the soldier's company commander and first sergeant before you depart tomorrow, so they can give you guidelines on your POV and what time they need to be at the AIT location. Cool? So please do not jeopardize your soldier graduation. They have gone 10 weeks. 10 weeks. Now I'm telling you this because each cycle someone tests us. And each time that soldier will start basic training all over again. So please do not do that to your soldier. Whoa! Outstanding. Cool. Okay, so are you ready to see your soldiers? Yeah! One more time, when you say who, I want you to hold it just a little bit so they can hear you. Are you ready to see your soldiers?
What if they jumped off the roof?
All right, one final thing before your soldiers come out. They should have in their possession, or when you go back to the company, this little brochure here. If you don't have it, once you get back to the battalion footprint, we have plenty for you. In it, it has a lot of activity that's going on post today. They have the hours, the locations, so you don't get lost and end up outside the gate. Make sure that you get one of these brochures from the company or from the soldiers. Back at the barracks, we have the barracks open so that you can go inside the barracks. You can take a look at where your soldiers rested their heads. The dining facility is open. We have the weapon system that they fire where you can actually touch, take photos with. We have some weapons where you can actually shoot. So all that will be set up in the battalion footprint. We have things for the kids, activities for the kids. So by all means, stop back by the battalion. As you go down Hampton Parkway, you will see the battalion with the flags on your right. We also have civilian personnel from the city of Columbia there that can help you plan your tour for tomorrow. And then tonight, at 1700 hours, which is 5 o'clock, in front of the post headquarters, we have our annual Christmas lighting ceremony. So if you're there, by all means, stop by. So, I think I'm done now. If you're ready to see your soldiers, let me hear "Hurrah!"
Ladies and gentlemen, now the moment you've all been waiting for. We ask that you please direct your attention to the front as the soldiers of 239 prepare to emerge from the war line.
Yep, that's Angel. Lo di a ella.
Ladies and gentlemen, to your front, the 2nd Battalion, 39th Infantry Regiment has formed on the field. And the units from left to right are Alpha Company, Echo Company, the 239 Color Guard, and Foxtrot Company. Now, before we reunite you with your families, we have something very special for you all to witness. In addition to welcoming our newest group of soldiers, we have the honor to conduct a naturalization ceremony and welcome our newest American citizens from among our ranks. At this time, we ask that you all please stand as we administer the oath.
Brad, you can't see. Can you lift him up?
Loudly and clearly after me. I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by law, that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by law, and that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. May I congratulate you on becoming United States citizens this morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. At this time, please do not climb or jump over the fences, but move safely down to the field and greet your soldiers. Thank you.